This is Coogan Cassius for IFL TV in association with Macklin's Gym Marlborough. We're at the Landmark Hotel. With me I have Tyson Fury. You alright?
Yes, super slick. The name's Tyson Fury.
Just got to be careful with the content of today's interview, because your wife is to my right. Harris, can you go away? No, I'm only joking. What have you been doing since the Chisora fight?
I've not been doing nothing much, Coog, to be honest. Just been chilling, eating junk, doing a bit of drinking, enjoying myself really, enjoying my life. Down here with a wife, she's been shopping, spending a fortune in London. There we have it, it's worth it though, isn't it? At the end of the day, anything for peace.
She said that you went to see Woman in Black the other day.
Yeah, we did last night. It was pretty boring for the first 30 minutes.
That's what she just said.
And then it got interesting towards the end. Not that something that I'm into, but you know, give it a whirl, innit?
What happened at the end? Just kill it for anyone who wants to go and watch it.
Oh, everyone got killed and all the babies got killed. It's similar to the film, really, but it's a play. I did think they'd done well, though, to act it all out on a stage and do everything while I was doing it. It was good.
You seem like someone that wouldn't be, like, not comfortable with just sitting there for a long period of time watching, like, a thing like Woman in Black.
It was like a 2-hour show, like, just sat there for 2 hours and then
Did you get up and...
I had a break an hour through and then went get a drink and then come back. But, you know, if it was the right kind of play, then maybe I'd go back and see something else.
Yeah. She said you wanted to see Wicked.
She wanted to see Wicked. I didn't.
She said you did.
No, I hate musicals. Anything singing and dancing, I don't like it.
Why? You do that anyway.
Unless I'm in a strip club. That's the only singing and dancing I like to see.
Right, back to boxing now.
Yeah.
Frank said that a lot of opponents have been sort of touted for the 28th of February.
Yeah.
Is it important to have someone competitive, but then again, not too much of a risk because you're sitting mandatory for the world title?
Yeah, you know, it's a hard thing to do because, like you say, you're risking the mandatory slot if you take on dangerous, undefeated men and whatever. But then again, you've got to still create interest in the fights that's going to happen. I don't know who I'm going to fight, really. We'll see. See who they get. Obviously, I want someone who's got a good name, who's not too dangerous, and is going to give me a decent fight.
You've been saying for the last 2 years that Klitschko won't fight you. You're sitting up there mandatory for his world title, and you're still kind of saying the same thing.
Yeah, I don't think he'll fight, but I think they'll get me another title fight. It won't be Klitschko.
And you said that obviously there's a difference between beating the man and beating a man for a vacant title.
There is a difference, but I'll have to build my own empire in a division, build my own era, be my own king. But I'd like to take him out first along the way. But, you know, Lennox Lewis give them guys the opportunity in fighting him. So why don't they give me the same opportunity in fighting them?
What is the reservations about it? Is it just you don't think he fancies the fight against you?
I don't think he fancies the fight, right? Especially the fight the other night with Chisora that he pulled out twice from. The one brother fought Chisora and had a hard fight with him. He knows how hard the fight was with Derek, and he just saw how easy it was with me and him. So he will tell his brother, I had a hard fight with Derek. This guy made it look easy. You fight him if you want to, but I'm advising you not to. And especially Emmanuel Stewart was advising him not to and telling him I was going to be the new champion and all that. So that's where I get my facts from.
Frank said in the press conference an option for you is what happens on January 17th
yes,
between
that's the
Severn
fight
and
that
Wilder.
I'm going to keep interested in. And that's the fight that I'm hopefully going to go to for a couple of days. And that's the fight that I would call the winner out instantly.
More realistic to fight one of those two than Vladimir?
I think it's more realistic to fight one of those two than Vladimir. I don't think Vladimir fancies it. So I think one of them two would be potentially a good fight.
So when I was talking to Peter earlier on, he said ideal scenario, or one of the ideal scenarios, if you fight the winner of Wilder Severn, you get the WBC title, then a fight with Klitschko is even bigger.
Yeah, it is. But we'll see.
There's a lot has to happen for that.
Listen, I'm having Christmas first. No more business talk. Not interested. If the world falls in, it falls in. I'm not interested. I'm here with my wife in London, representing, baby. We're out. We're on it. We might be nipping over to Paris in a bit, you know, and then we might go to Milan or something like that. Bit of a drive, but you know, I don't mind driving. It's only Europe as well. Big fast roads. 130s, 140s down them.
Really?
So it's quite easy.
Paris in Paris?
Paris in Paris. We've done London a few days now, so I think we're going to nip over to Paris in a minute and have a night there and visit a few European cities while we've got the opportunity, and my mother-in-law's got the kids.
Let me ask you, what do you make of Andy Lee becoming the first traveller to win a world title?
I think it's he's done well, hasn't he? He's done well. Him and Adam Booth have really gelled together, and they've done well together. Andy deserves his world title. He's trained hard. He's put a lot of dedication in over the years. He's been in America since he's been 18 or whatever, so he deserves his shot. Now he's the middleweight champion of the world, and I wish him all luck in the world.
So Billy Joe was the first traveller to win the British title outright. Andy Lee's the first world champion traveller. What are you going to be the first traveller to do?
Bash a wank out in a room. I don't know. I'm not interested in being a traveller to do anything.
Yeah.
It is what it is.
Fair enough. Fair enough.
I'm the first heavyweight travelling man who can fight. No matter what weight you are, the king of the ring is heavyweights. So there you are.
That's fair
How
enough.
about that?
That's it.
And they ain't the first travellers to win world titles. There's been hundreds of travellers win world titles in boxing. Foreign ones, French ones. The Tiozo brothers, Fabrice Tiozo and his brother, they were travellers.
From here, though?
Oh, from here? No, I think there's only been Henry Wharton.
Yeah.
Matthew Barney won a version of the world title.
What version was that?
WBU
Okay.
or the WBF. So there's been he won a version of it. Henry Wharton fought for it 3 times, and now Andy Lee's just won it. And now you've got. I'm sure Steve Collins is some type of a traveller as well, by the way. So, and if he's not, he's very wide.
You
like
know
a
your
travelling
history.
man.
I always speak to you and I will get the feeling that you...
So, there's been that. And then there's Billy Joe, who's yet to do something. Me, who's yet to do something. There's a good kid from Lancaster called Isaac Lowe, potentially could do something. There's a few young travelling kids coming through who can box and fight as well. So, got Huey, my brother Huey, my cousin Huey. They might be able to do something. There's quite a few people coming through.
Travellers will be taking over the world.
I don't think that, because we're uneducated. If we had education, yeah, we would be a force to be reckoned with, like you guys are. In the past, yeah, travellers and Asians and all that, yeah, were all uneducated savages. But now, Asian people have got education to go with their streetwise knowledge, and now they're becoming very successful. Where travellers are still stuck in the 1800s. They just want to be the boss now. They don't want to do anything, work for nobody. They want to be their own boss. Every man's the king of his castle. Nobody helps everybody. And that's how it is. But I believe if travellers had the education that is out there for them to get, they'd be forced to be reckoned with. You see a lot of travellers in this country. I think there's a couple of 100,000 maybe, out of 65 million people. They've all got nice things. They've all got a few quid, yeah? And that's uneducated. That's nothing. That's just off their own head finding a pound from somewhere, you know. If they had the education to go with their streetwise knowledge and the street game, how clever would they be? Where could they go? We won't know, because it's never going to happen. Because as soon as a travelling man's able to get out to work and earn money, that's what he wants to do.
Every travelling man I know has got plenty of money and they're all good money getters, but I do understand the flip side of the argument if they had... Well,
if they had a proper education, if they're this streetwise and clever, yeah, without any education, you've got to remember, most of the travellers can't read and write, they can't do nothing, can't spell their own name, yeah? So if they had the proper education, like everyone else has, yeah, and they study business and whatever, yeah, then how clever, how far could they go and how much money could they be capable of getting? Could they be running the country in a few years, foreseeable future? I highly doubt so. But if we had another generation of kids coming through that all was put through schooling and had the right education, then maybe.
So where do you fall into all this?
Me, I'm an uneducated slink. That's what I am, yeah. I left school at 10 years old. And I started working at 14, 15. And I had 120 grand by the time I was 18-year-old in cash.
So when you
Then
say...
I gambled it away and lost it all in the casino.
When you say uneducated, do you mean academically uneducated?
Yeah.
Because you don't come across as...
I'm educated in life
Yes.
because I've had a lot of life experiences. and I know what the ladies like, but uneducated in uneducated in schooling ways.
It's very interesting.
Very interesting.
Come here. Come here. Pull your chair around.
You want to see a real fight in a minute, Coogan? You want to see who wins the real fights back at home?
Just explain to me from your point of view your last 3 days with Tyson and his mood.
His mood has been good. He's been partying. He's partied 2 days without me, and then he's partied another 3 days. I've got some photographic evidence of what state he was in on Monday night. We went down to Mahiki's. Good club, by the way.
Good club, very good club.
Yeah.
But there was only me and him sitting on a table by ourselves, talking to the people, having friends. But Tyson decided we'll order 1 bottle of vodka after we'd already done 3 bottles of wine. And he drank the bottle of vodka to himself, other than the odd sharing of the vodka. And then he was in a little bit of a state when we got home. So
Can
that
you
was that
tell
night.
Coogan the service we've had in London since we've been here and how hospitality the city is?
Very hospitable, you mean?
Hospitable.
That's what he means by uneducated.
There you go, that's uneducated again. Go
Yeah,
on.
the London has been very hospitable. All the people's here is nice. Everyone recognises you. We had a real good do in San Carlos, Chiquitas. Really
Chiquitas.
nice. All the people was nice in there. We've had a good few days down here. London's nice. London City's a good place to be.
We've got a nice hotel, St James's Court, near Buckingham Palace.
Yeah, no,
By the way,
it
we're
is.
giving
That's
a
the
lot.
Taj Hotel.
That's the
That's
Taj
it.
Hotel, yes. Very Western in there. Very nice.
Good. Had a good few days.
Paris, you know when Tyson says he's got like all these different split personalities, but that's from like a media point of view, and you know sometimes he comes here and he's whatever, and then other times like today he's quite normal and blah blah blah. When he's at home, has he just got one personality?
No. When he goes, he's the exact same at home. He's got 20 personalities. And I said it in the last interview where I said he'd seriously need a straitjacket, and because he's not sensible. You go to him 1 minute and you say, what we're doing today, I'm not doing nothing, I'm sick of life, I'm not going nowhere, I'm staying here. And the next minute he puts his clothes on, gets dressed, and, oh come on, we're going somewhere nice today. Yeah, and I'm looking at him like puzzled completely. But it works.
Ultimately, who wears the trousers in the relationship? Yeah,
I let him believe he wears them.
She's got trousers on today, hasn't she? So
that's why I said it. But you know,
so she's obviously wearing the trousers, but you know, man's got to do what a man's got to do. Woman
And
does what a
just so
woman
you know,
does,
you
washing
know-
and cleaning.
Oh yeah. I've washed and cleaned all day.
would you describe him as hard work as a
Yeah.
husband?
Hard work, definitely hard work. You can see his
And
hard
what
work,
about
can't you? My hard work.
Oh, what about she?
About Paris, would you describe Paris as hard
Not
work?
really. She's a very understanding woman. She's put up with a lot of shit from me over the years, so I admire her for it. She's my hero. When people say who's your like idols and things, and I've got to say my wife is my hero because we've got 2 lovely kids. She keeps the place brand new, clean. She washes everything, and everything's washed and ironed and hung up, and everything's in place as it should be. And if I need anything, she's on my beck and call. If I say I need dropping off in London, okay, it's not no, whatever, it's what time, where, when. Any business side of things that I need sorting. I've
In
got a
other words, I'm
secretary.
a very good personal lapdog.
I
Really.
got a good secretary in Paris. She's good at public relations. She's good at meeting people. She's good at entertaining people. She's good at everything, really. She's an all-rounder. And she's not bad for an old gypsy girl, is she? You know, an old Doncaster gyppo. Uneducated. Oh, she
I
is
am
educated.
educated.
Oh, sorry.
Oh, excuse
She
you.
went to college, sorry.
I am educated. I'm not very educated, but a little bit educated.
She went to college. Yeah, so I have a good wife, and it is hard in this day and age to get a good wife. And can you imagine if I was a single man now and I was looking for a wife, the type of people that I'd be attracting, all the gold diggers and all the plastic bimbos and all that.
Yeah,
It'd
I
be
can
hard, you
actually,
know.
yeah.
Paris wants me for me, not
Are you
for
sure? Are you
not for
really
who I
sure?
am. Because when I met her, she was 15-year-old.
How did you meet?
Oh, long story short.
Come on, tell him short story. All right.
Long story short, he's got an old auntie, but I've knew her all my life, and she's like the matchmaker of the family. She come over and she introduced us when I was 15, he was 17, but look this size, look this age.
Coogan, have
Yeah.
you met Frank Warren?
We have met before,
He
Mr. Warren.
is the man of all men when it comes to promoting. He said he'd get me this big fight, and he's delivered. So
You guys have a great Christmas. New
every
Year.
day's Christmas for me.
Oh,
Frank.
that will be. Make sure they all are now. We're 28 out of the way and get on it.
That'll do.
See you soon.
See you in a bit.
Sorry, carry on this conversation.
So she introduced us. He looked the same way as he did.
Okay, you'll watch this later.
I don't care.
Go on.
So he looked 25, I was 15, so we just said hello, ignored it, and that was the end of that. And then it was my 16th birthday. His friend was sort of like asking out my friend, and he just happened to pop through. And that was it. I don't know, there's no big long story. He started talking to me. He then I realised was only my age. And we hit it off, and that was it. We went out from there. Been together since. Been kids.
Tyson, have a lovely Christmas, son.
And you, mate. Take it easy. Take
See
it
you
easy.
later.
It's an absolute
See
pleasure.
you
I'll
later.
speak to you soon.
See you later on, Marv.
In a bit,
Good
buddy.
luck, mate.
Keep it real, man.
So, I'm very interested in all this. At what point did you realise that this is it now? This is your
I'll
life.
tell you what happened, yeah? I'll tell a story because I'm a good storyteller. Met this, I was going with my dad to some wedding, yeah? One of his friends, a lifetime friend, whose sister was getting married, and my dad said, right, me and you'll go with your Uncle Peter and Maureen and that. So I said, all right, we'll go. So I was all there, I didn't know anybody there. And I met Paris at this wedding, saw her there, never thought nothing of her, she was only a kid, whatever.
No,
I
you
thought
was a
she was a
kid,
kid,
I
yeah.
was a kid. But he thought, because he looked this size and this age and looked 50-year-old,
And a
had a
full beard
full-grown
on me.
beard, like Farmer Giles, like down here. He thought he was so old and had to be so clever, like, where I was a
Sensible, because you
15-year-old kid.
can't be a 16-year-old, 6'5", and running around like an idiot because people think you're 35.
He
And
looked
obviously,
35.
if you're running around like a child and you look 35, there's obviously a problem, isn't there? A want in the brain, maybe. But we'll see. So anyway, never seen her again for ages. And then my cousin said to me, "I'm going to a party up in Doncaster. Do you want to come?" I said, "Yeah, I'll go." But I'd never had any intentions of going at all. I just kept leading him on, like, "Yeah, I'll go." But it come to the fact that I thought, yeah, I'm 17. Why don't I want to go to some party in Doncaster? Goes to the party in Doncaster. It was only her again. And that was it. I said.
No,
I
you
come
never
home
said a
one
lot.
night.
You
Never said a lot, really.
No, I went off with him, and there was like 4 of us, two boy, 2 girl. We went off and we was driving around and having a chat, and he never hardly said 2 words. He actually insulted me. I felt insulted by this because he told me I looked like a Cindy doll, where I thought always Barbie's dolls was better. And he said I was a Cindy doll. I said, what does that mean? I said, I'm not as good as Barbie doll.
So
I got
anyway,
insulted by that. Wasn't impressed.
are you going to shut up now?
No.
Can I talk again?
You know I don't show up.
Right. So I leaves that night, I goes home to my dad, and I said, "Dad, I found a girl, I'm going to marry her." I only knew her, met her one time, yeah?
By the way, we ain't kissed or went out or
Nothing,
said
yeah?
anything to it. We've just spoke.
I said, "I found this girl, and I'm going to marry her." My dad said, "What? Are you going out with her?" "No, not even going out with her. I've seen her one time, but I know I'm going to marry her, yeah?" So he goes, "You're an idiot," whatever, yeah? So anyway, goes back down, a couple of times, meets her, gets going out with her, and that was it. And then we was going out for about
About a week later, you told your mum you was going to marry me.
yeah. And then about 3 weeks later, was it? Month
You told
later
me
or
you
so.
was going to marry me.
I said, "Listen," I said, "Here's what my life consists of, right?" I said, "I'm going to be the heavyweight champion of the world." I had about 3 amateur fights at the time, yeah. I said, "I will marry you." I said, "I'm going to marry you." I said, "But not right now." I said, "I got to do things first." Never had any money at that
Yeah,
time.
but the way you put it was you was telling me about your boxing because I didn't think he'd be serious with boxing. I thought boxing was just a pastime. Obviously, teenagers, I thought it was a hobby for him. And he said, "Yeah, well, what's going to happen in my life is I'm going to go to the Olympics, which never happened. But I'm going to go to the Olympics, then I'm going to turn professional, and I'm going to become the
British champion.
the English champion, then the British champion. Then I'm going to marry you." I was a bit like, "Yeah, right. I'm 16."
And it's a couple of years later, we got married. That was it. Here we are today.
Ah, bless.
Have you ever spoke about this to anyone before?
Exclusive.
Because I've never heard any of this before, so I did wonder how you two sort of,
Oh,
And that's how we met.
been together for a long time.
it's quite a nice story actually. Apart from the thing about you calling her a Cindy doll.
Yeah, it's nasty, wasn't
But
it?
we didn't have Barbie or Cindy in our family. We had like the Asian version, Geeta.
The pound shop one.
No, they were
That's
still
cheeky,
expensive.
innit, Paris?
That's a bit.
What one's
That's a
this
bit out of
then?
order.
That's
No,
racist, isn't it?
no, they were more
Oh, no, I
expensive.
thought
But
you
they had
meant-
the whole, the gear on, the Indian Sri Lankan gear rather.
Oh yeah.
I've still got one at home.
Did you used to play Barbie dolls?
Raj and
Good.
Geeta. We didn't have Ken and Barbie. It was Raj and Geeta. Yeah, it's good.
Sounds good.
Are we done?
We are. Listen, Tyson Fury. Have a great Christmas. Enjoy training camp. Be very nice.
You're ready for the trip home.
Peter's ready to go.
Earphone
So.
in.
Paris, thanks to IFL TV, and we'll speak to you soon.
Latest next
you.
time.